Hey guys, it's Pranav with BoomSDR. Welcome to the video. Pleasure to have you guys aboard today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a little detail that I feel a lot of SDRs and BDRs leave out when reaching out to prospects, and that's the fact that they don't ask for anything. So before we get into that though, two favors. If you do enjoy the video, please hit the like or subscribe button below. And second, if I left anything out, or if you think there's something from your personal experience and your own experience prospecting that you think would add value to the conversation, please leave us a comment below. Would love to hear back from you guys. All right, so always having an ask. Where does this stem from? Well, it stems from the prospect just asking themselves, what do you want from me? When you get a cold email, and if many of you haven't gotten cold emails, what I would suggest you do is go to your biggest competitors and sign up for a demo. And you'll get examples of what other SDR, BDR teams across your industry are using, or templates they're using to actually prospect into you, into their clients or prospective clients. So what I've seen frequently is the simple question, when I get an email, a cold email, I open it and I say, what do you want from me? You gave me a lot of information about your own product service, but what exactly do you need? Well, it comes down to the fact that when a prospect is opening that email, you need to make sure that it's front and center what you're expecting from them or what you're asking them for. Because ultimately, a lot of information about your product or service is great, but if it takes me more than literally 4 or 5 seconds to figure out what you need, then I'm probably going to move on to the next thing. And in today's day and age, our attention spans are far shorter than they used to be. No one even reads to the bottom of an email typically. So make sure that ask, if you don't ask it at the bottom, at least A/B test if you ask it at the top. A quick example could just be, hey Jane, let me tell you why 30 minutes of a conversation would add value to you. Then go into your value props and hitting on pain points that they may experience. Ultimately, what you want to do is make sure that you're just at least getting to the point as quickly as possible. And what does that look like? You don't always need to use the same ask. And when you build out your cadences or workflows that you're pushing prospects through, vary up the ask. It doesn't always have to be a meeting. And I know the meeting is the end goal, but even a qualification call or a discovery call where you spend 5 minutes at a designated time to ask a few questions, see if they're even a good fit, that's a phenomenal ask. But here's a few potential ones that you can use throughout your different email templates that you're sending out into the market. So first and foremost, obviously, the time on their calendar for a full-on demo. If they're highly qualified or if they're at a brand name organization that has a huge market presence, that would be a logo that you put on your website, yeah, sending them to an AE, great step. But if that doesn't work, ask for a referral. Hey Jane, I'm not sure if you're the right person to be reaching out to, but I was curious, do you manage XYZ initiative? If not, who would be a better person to reach out to? That is a 3-sentence email that at least you get pointed in the right direction. Qualification questions, anything from asking about, what tools they use, or, why you haven't seen XYZ product being used on their website. Or referencing a Glassdoor, a Glassdoor comment where they mention that they're not using something at XYZ company and being like, hey, you know what? I read that a few of your employees have told me that, you guys aren't really leveraging a great, CRM system. Was wondering if I could share, get 30 minutes on your calendar just to share with you how we've helped XYZ company, hopefully industry relevant, on how they've actually leveraged our tools to increase their outreach or whatever that value proposition is from there. But you can always get more information from these emails, at least spark having a conversation. And if you use something unique like a Glassdoor review or a review on the internet, and this is going to vary from company to company, but if you use one of those like somewhat obscure resources to actually qualify them, that's interesting because not many other SDRs are going to do the legwork and the research to go find that on the internet and actually tailor that outreach to that individual company. And last but not least, a better time to reach out. Especially if you're selling into enterprise, they're evaluating software once every 3 years. And it depends again on the enterprise, how you define enterprise and what type of industry it is. But it's a lot of these big, you know, enterprise software purchasing, and I only say this because I'm familiar with the software industry. But if they're evaluating 1 to 2 to 3 years, or even if they're evaluating a specific time for budgets, it might just be better off just asking, when is a better time to reach out? Because I don't want to waste your time or my time, but curious, when is budget season? I'd love to show you what we do. Is it, if it doesn't make sense for me to reach out in 3 months, or is it next year? And at least that'll get people to prompt a response and get them to at least give you information that helps you qualify that account a little bit further. But again, regardless of what you ask for, just make sure you are always asking for something, and that's going to get your response rates through the roof. Tailor those asks. Don't just ask the same question to every single candidate. I know with our marketing automation tools, that's super easy, but spend the time to actually ask something relevant and that hits on a pain point for that prospect. All right, guys, well, that's it for today's video. Always remember, growth is the priority. BoomSDR, we actually create all this content to help SDR, BDRs across the world on becoming better sales professionals and developing the fundamental skills that are going to make them successful in sales. So definitely check out BoomSDR.com. A lot of great articles, videos, and webinars that'll help you get to the next level. And also drop a few links for some articles or books that have helped me address this exact same topic and that I think others would find value in. So definitely check them out below. And if you did enjoy the video, please hit subscribe or the like button below. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for your time today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.